somebody help me. I'm a panda, baby. I can't be helped. What up, Infinite Music? Yo. I went from the streets to posting GM on Twitter. Used to watch my back, now I'm watching the ticker. It's wag me forever, but I NGMI. It's more than JPEGs, the NFTs that I buy. If you know, you know, and if you don't, we'll show you. Learn the mint from my cousin Spin, just might coach you. Ain't no secret society, we want you to come. We all going to the moon, the more people it's fun. I know a llama that put together whole libraries. I know a pinata farm, meme queen, Miss Carrie. I know a meme king that'll sing in all spaces. I know a train that likes tickets and never derailing. I know a stock queen, yes, B Market's the truth. I know Callie Baker, and I accept all cookies. I know a chairman RC who is the book king. Crump horse wanna lock us up for emojis. I know it sound funny and I wish I was joking. Retail woke a bed, we just keep on poking. Yeah, you might have covered position, but you ain't closed it. Yeah, I might have YOLO the stimmy back during COVID. When you see the bigger picture, just keep it in focus. Put your paddle in the water, gotta keep on rowing. Hate you always sad, love you telling the truth. Dumb money, that's the bro, and I was in the wallet. Making noise on layer 2, we not moving in silence. Some fail, oh well, just keep pushing and trying.
Chip, keep pushing and trying. We got the heart of a lion, the grip shining and blinded. Cause our hands made of diamonds, 2-layered gold drip, slick like Rick styling. So we moonwalking on green crayons, the art vibrant. You can see it from space. Ship all gassed up, the countdown, keep pace. 3, 2, 1. Heard the voice of choice like, wait, what? With the thump of dumb money, beat, bass, go bump, chop it up. No quitting, punchlines roll with them so lifted. We meant to go get it, go get it. New day, new earth on the way. Growing pains, but the rain grow flowers from the change. Rearrange how it is to what it was. As above, so below. Now you know, layer 2 forever glow. We gon' party on the moon using stars as balloons. We are stars in this crew, so make a wish as we do what we do. And you, yeah, you're invited too. Come along. One-way ticket to infinity and beyond. And the rhythm that we kickin' is the universal song. That's why we stay zen and stay calm. Move along. Layer 2, layer 2, layer 2, layer 2. How we do what we do, how we do what we do. Layer 2, layer 2, layer 2, layer 2. How we do what we do.
For the night because Wooch, I confirmed with him beforehand that he will be in game. So Wooch, you might want to check once you sign into the game. We rented you some assets to play with. And I think what we can do, Turtman Jimmy, is I know you had a song that you wanted to play. So I think what we can try to do as a group is make our way to Everpeak City, to Ordinary Adams, Coliseum, and show Wooch how to get there. Um, and basically, by the time we get there, we can do that music break while we all just fight each other in the player versus player pit. Does that sound good? We may have to show Wooch the way. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm excited for tonight. It's awesome to have Wooch. I think it's going to be a lot of fun playing in game and just kind of having this conversation. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Most definitely. I'm definitely excited about tonight. I got a hit of one of the assets that Wooch has, and I can't wait for him to pull that one out. That is going to be hilarious. Yeah. So now next up on the co-host panel, man, Grunk, how are you feeling this week?
Hey, you aren't lying. Every time I go to press play on that song, I get so jacked up. I'm so happy to be back here. Wooch, thanks for coming on. Pete, it's good to hear your voice. I feel like it's been a while, so I'm pretty excited to be here, and I'm pretty excited to be in game.
Hell yeah, man. I know I'm definitely excited. I think it's been about a week, but it feels like a week's too long sometimes, to go without, hosting a show or, doing a space call and stuff like that. So, but
I will say I agree with Gronk. We've talked about it before, but it's always a good feeling when it's been, it's like in the NFL where, they have a game on a Thursday and then they don't have another game until like the next Monday. And it's like, holy cow, when's the last time my team played? And it feels like forever. And then you finally get there and it's like, yeah, like you're amped for that Monday night football game. That's basically what it feels like every time like we start listening to Layer 2 Cypher.
100%.
Yeah, I agree entirely. It's a blast.
All right, yo. And now, last but not least, the man who sometimes presses buttons on the soundboard and snores a little bit. Adam, how are you feeling?
No, I'm good, man. To be honest, it kind of sounds like we sound the same. I'm just getting over being sick as well. So it's kind of funny listening to you, and I'm like, dang, that's me on the other end. But other than that, I'm just getting signed into Looperland, so we can have fun tonight. Can't wait to hear, you know, everything Wooch is been up to. Maybe he'll give us a sneak peek at anything he's got going on. That'd be nice.
Hey, Adam Hill, just out of curiosity, how much gold do you have in game right now?
I have no idea. Let me get logged in, and I'll let you know.
I don't think you have any. If you don't know, I don't think you have any. I have 5, so I at least have someone that I can like hold that over because I'm pretty sure everyone else has more gold than me, and I need to farm chests in this game.
Man, I got like 500 and I've been buying tons of stuff. You gotta farm a little, man.
I know. It's like you keep using all your arrows, and I'm like, finally want to use my ranged weapons, but I need more gold to buy arrows.
No, I'm in it for the caged rats.
Is that what you're spending your money on, Gro?
Yeah, I'm going to experiment till I figure out what I can use those on.
Did we figure out, or did you and Stella just figure out that you open the cage and let the rat out, and that's kind of all it is?
Oh, I'm assuming there's more, but I'm going to keep pulling on that string until it gives.
All right.
Yeah, that is so cool getting new mechanics added into the game, right? Like crafting or even the ranged weapons. Like, I mean, it's just Looperlands is growing into something crazy day by day, and it's like there's always something new happening. And Wooch, I did go ahead and send you the invite to come up and speak. If you didn't get it, you can request and come up at any point in time. Smiley, I'll go ahead and holler at you real quick, man. I know there's a lot of happenings going on. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes with Looperlands. Do you have any updates for us?
Yeah, no, 100%. So first of all, we've just updated our ad looper. So all of the chains that we've got up in there, they're supported. So the chains that we're supporting now includes obviously Loopring Layer 2, which is our home. Ethereum Layer 1, we're now supporting Tyco. So we have native Tyco support on their Catla network. So we will support both Tyco wallet logins as well as Tyco NFT assets. So all of our tools work with Tyco now. IMX and I'm really proud to say we now support ETHscription of all things, which I got to say I just learned about and had to look up and figure out. But Balks is absolutely brilliant. We are a phenomenal team, and we got ETHscription up and running. We have 3 ETHscription assets in game from the Darwins, which is our first ETHscription project. They've got they've got 10,000. They are building a map which looks like this really cool Dawn of Man thing. And I'm really super excited to see what they're going to put out. They do a lot of engagement with their community, so it's real exciting to see. And they seem like really super nice guys.
It's very deserty. Their map that they keep teasing. It seems like it's going to be like a Western desert kind of vibe.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of like exactly early, like Savannah, early man sort of thing, evolution. That seems to be what they're going with, and I love it. They came at us real passionate right away with a solid idea. They jumped right into map making before we even had any of their assets and each scription on there. They had a lot of faith in us, and it seems to be paying off. So I'm really thrilled. So that's one of the things that we've got going on right now is we've got multi-chain support. We're really proud of our growing relationship with Tycho as ecosystem partners. So we are going to be working, continuing to work closely with them to do more and more things to bring loopering more into the fold, so that hopefully we can get promoted as their Galaxy tasks. I don't know if anyone's seen their Galaxy or what they're doing. But they recently, posted a note on Twitter asking Discord to increase their membership in their Discord because they hit their capacity at 750,000. They are attracting a lot of interest, and these are a lot of people who are very actively engaged. So if you take a look over at Galaxy, you'll see that literally hundreds of thousands of people are basically hitting all their Galaxy tasks, and that includes gaming with their ecosystem partners. Right now, there's only one game in production that they've been promoting, which is something called Crypto Rumble by a group called Zephyr. It's a fun little Candy Crush kind of game. And it's fully on chain. It's really cool, and we're hoping that we'll be the next in line to start getting that wonderful Galaxy treatment, and that would bring a huge amount of eyes and wallets into Looperlands. I don't know if you folks have seen. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot, but I don't know if you've seen what changes we've made to our web page, but we're gradually working on making it a very easy, friendly experience for new players to onboard. The goal being to bring the free-to-play players from Tycho in to show them what to do, how to play. That Looperlands is a very big experience. We're no longer bringing free-to-play characters wherever they were last left. Free-to-play characters, when they come into main. So it's a lot friendlier and a more welcoming experience than finding yourself suddenly facing the Night King, you know what I mean? Um, and so we're working on, we've added more messaging to let people know what the difference is between free to play and premium assets, where to find assets on the secondary market, and so on and so forth. So I'm kind of visualizing our approach as kind of like a Disney ride, right? We make it very accessible for people to get on. They know where the lines are, they know how to kind of get their way, and then they can kind of wander around the park. But we like to make sure that every ride ends up in the gift shop, if you know what I mean, so that we can support our L2 creators who are, really building this game with us. Um, let's see what else. We got so much stuff going on.
Wooch,
But
that
I
is
think that's
I think that's
the
great.
largest stuff.
Go ahead. Sorry, Smiley, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt you.
no
Go ahead.
problem. No, that's quite right. That's by and large the largest chunk of stuff that we've been doing. We've just been onboarding new creators at a sort of pitch. There's been a whole bunch of new weapons that have been launched. And all of a sudden we're back at the top of Loopex. So I'm looking forward to when you're reading off the Loopex top, week and top day and so on and so forth, because you're just going to keep saying Looperlands over and over again, man. Which is fantastic. It just means that everyone loves playing with their assets and playing together. And so yeah, so we keep on building. We've got such a phenomenal team. I want to give a huge shout out to Bulks, who's been doing absolutely phenomenal work with me, all on the back end stuff, getting the tracking in place, and getting some scaling elements in place so that we can start taking that flood of traffic. So that's one of those things that you're seeing right now. How we got dozens and dozens of players on a map, and that's fantastic. Maybe we got 100 players to go to a rave. What happens when we have 100,000 players, right? So that's kind of where we've got to move to the world server selection and the scaling element of that, and we've got that being taken into account from an architecture standpoint. We've already been set up for that scaling, so we should be able to hit capacity and be able to take that flood of new players. It's just such a phenomenal team. So a big shout out to Bulks, and I also wanted to give a huge shout out to De Groot, who's our newest team member, who's an absolute MVP on this team. This guy he's working inexhaustively. It's phenomenal. Um, and I got to say, everyone in the team is an absolute pro. And obviously, a huge shout out to Pete, who's just doing an incredibly bang up job from coordinating our marketing with all of our ecosystem partners and all the new partners that we started to throw into the mix, as well as basically being the heart and soul driving the community. He's a phenomenal community manager. We're super grateful. Wooch, by the way, I'm going to give you some flowers. We were just playing your tracks in game. We had your cyber rave in there just before to give people a little bit of a taste. And with that, I'm going to shut up, and I'll be available for questions if anyone has any.
Fire, yeah, man. I love to hear everything that's going on. Also, I also want to shout out the group because it is so fucking cool to go onto the Looperlands homepage and then scroll down and be able to see like a Demi down there just chilling and talking. And like that is such like a cool thing and such like really small thing to have happen, right? And it's happening with all the creators at random. So it's just like, it shows you a random looper down at the bottom and they'll start talking back and forth to you and everything. It's just something that small is just really exciting. Being able to kind of look and see how much gold each avatar has on it, or to see like its level and how many kills and deaths in PvP. That really hurt my feelings because my Demi is way off. He is not 50-50. So that I'm gonna have to work on my KD in Looperlands.
100%. Did you notice the assets page? So this is something that we're working on. It's part of, like I said, that Disney's funnel to the gift shop. So in the assets page, where the data needs to be a little bit tweaked and so on and so forth. Some of the creators' addresses are wrong. But what we're doing is we're coming up with a way you can actually look at all the 4,445 assets in game from 316 collections, and at this point, 91 new creators. Overall, it's something that you can search, you can interact with it, and we're just going to find new ways. And it's really cool because it's the same sort of experience you see at the bottom of the page where you got that little animated looper. So if you want to see all the dimmies, then we can search by Turtman Jimmy's, and then you can see all the loopers that he's got in an interactive fashion. And that's kind of what we've got, and we love basically coming up with ways. I don't know about you, but I will refresh this page to see new loopers all the time. It's so addictive.
Doesn't it just look so nice? Like the new website, I just think it's so well done, and being able to talk with DeGroot about it and just kind of hear, what his vision is for when he's creating a lot of this stuff, and he basically sees the website as an extension of the game. It's like you're still signed in to the game, and all the features are there. It's all part of it, and it's all part of the player experience. And I think that has been kind of the key to, I think, just making it so nice. Like, it is so nice to use now. It feels so much cleaner. And yeah, I can't get over the bottom loopers that are just talking the whole time. It's just all so it's all very, very well done. And I will say, Wooch, I know you're here, you've been listening. I am standing right next to you in game. If you wanna follow me, we can let's go up and meet by Goose if you want to follow me.
Okay, hilariously, we got 16 people in game, and only 5 of us are fishing now.
Right. Where like I wonder what maps the other people are on. I know there's like half in Cobb's Farm, half in the main map.
They're all trying to find that gold before you can get it, Pete.
Right. Right.
Brain Boy,
Everyone's stealing my gold.
Numa's over in Short Destroyer map. You should be happy about that.
I know. We put in our first quest today. We're slowly adding content. And I think once we get like 2 or 3 more quests, I'm gonna like drop some story and do an event, I think, in my map. So Grunk, I'll probably need you for that at some point. But I think that's what I'm slowly learning like what all we can do and how to like develop this story with the community and roll it out. That's kind of been that's been the hard part.
Yo, so without further ado, I do want to go ahead and get to our special guest, Wooch. Man, how are you feeling tonight? All right, I can't hear Wooch if he is talking.
I think it's one of those like playing the game, coordination with what you're doing, what you're speaking about, kind of things. That's definitely the multitasking is the hardest part with live streaming anything,
You're
whether it's
telling me.
just yeah. Grunk, are you like an expert multitasker?
No, not by any means at all.
Because you make all the streams seem so natural, and maybe it's just like you're kind of used to the type of um, technology that you're using, I guess. But looks like Wooch is going back down to come back up, probably.
I'm always good until somebody moves a button on me, and then it's time to learn again. I will say, I don't know if you talked to Din. I know Din's sitting on a big old gold pile, by the way, too. So we got to catch up.
What's your gold at, Grunk?
Not nearly high enough, and I've bought way too many cage rats.
Are you like too embarrassed to say what the actual number is? Mine's 5. It can't be worse than that.
Oh no, I'm not embarrassed at all. It's on the live feed right now, so it's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
that's right.
Right now it's 79 on this one, but I have a couple spread out across a couple different loopers.
So I will say, Grunk, that I don't know if Wooch can get into Cobb's farm or not. So we may
He
have
was
to.
getting token.
We may
Yeah, I
need to
did
move the
rent him the
camera out
assets.
here. What'd you say,
Unless he's
Smiley?
using a different. I did rent him the assets, unless he's using a different wallet.
Okay, perfect. Then we will be able to get him over to Cobb's farm. That's a good idea. We should all meet at Cobb's farm whenever. Wooch, are you here? Can you speak
Hello,
now?
hello, hello,
Let's go.
hello.
Yeah.
It's the man.
Yes, yes. All right. Where'd you guys
Okay, are
go?
you still in game right now?
Yep, I'm in game.
There you are. Okay, follow me. Do you
All
see
right,
me punching that rat?
yeah,
Okay.
let's go, Mr. Oracle. Mike Tyson. All right.
Follow Din as well, the guy with the 2 amazing swords in front of you. We're going to go fishing. I'm going to show you where Cobb's farm is. And we're going to go fishing, and then we're going to try to work our way to Ordinary Adams Coliseum, where we can do some player versus player. And I actually might have you sign out and sign back in for that one. But we can get there later. I think now that we have you. Wait, did you follow me into? Yeah, there you
Yeah.
are. All
Yep, let's
right.
go.
All right. So you should be on our. We have this live streamed as well. So Grunk has us taken care of technology wise, where we're live streaming it on YouTube,
Oh,
where it's
nice.
just the video game plus our audio on YouTube right now. So it'll look like our little our little loopers are the ones that are actually talking out here on Cobb's farm for this interview.
Oh,
um,
nice. What's the YouTube channel? Is it Looperlands or?
It's at the LayerUp. I'll link.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, man. So, Wooch, how you doing tonight? Really hope to have you on. Big fan of your music. We're gonna play one of your songs from actually 3 years ago, before DRS, tonight
Ooh.
on YouTube. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, so I'm ready to play it though.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I've been good. How about you guys?
Oh yeah, man. Living the dream. Working my ass off, trying to get there. Shopping GameStop whenever I can. Have
Yeah,
you
I
been?
seen you got that 0.1 Bitcoin.
Yeah, actually, I got zero point 0.1 Bitcoin, man. I couldn't believe it.
Damn.
And like that shit, it's been, and then Bitcoin's been running too. So like, I was sitting at work the other day, and I looked at my coworkers, and I was like, "Hey, I just made $1,000 because Bitcoin moved from 40K up to 52.
Yeah.
Made a grand
Hell yeah.
working on this iPad."
Damn, nice.
did you get the Bitcoin yet, Turtman?
I have not. I have to go through the process of actually sending the card in. So it's like a legit like redemption card. If anybody's ever card collectors before, you actually like they have redemption cards where you actually send them in and then you get something else back. You'll get the autograph or the rookie patch auto, something like that. But they're actually will send you a ballot wallet, and then that wallet will be blank at first. And once you confirm that you have it, then they'll actually fund the wallet. And so once that wallet gets funded, immediately out of Bitcoin, swapping over ETH, or I'm sending some of it back to my bank account and take care of business. But I'm putting $1,000 on my Loop Ring L2, and I am sweeping Loop Exchange and then running giveaways for however long giveaways last. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
How much
Hell
LRC
yeah.
is $1,000 right now?
I think that has to be like a few thousand, right? I think 1,000 is about 500.
Heck yeah. Love it.
Yeah, so I'm super excited for it. Can't wait to see it, and can't wait to go crazy. Might even host like some of those spaces where like, people come up and talk about their projects. But Wooch, man, so like, what was your inspiration for music?
I was just always a fan of it growing up, but I never really had anybody musical like in my family. So I never really played anything when I was little. But once I got into high school, I just was like, you know what? I want to play. I want to play piano. I want to sing. I want to rap. And I just, over the years, had some terrible raps, had some terrible singing, and then just got better and better. Tried to write, making my own songs. Went from rapping over beats, like cover beats, to making my own beats, rapping and singing over them, and just continue to try to get better every day. But yeah, I always have had a love for music, so it's just grown to where it is today.
So like, were you professionally trained at all whenever it comes to like piano or guitar?
Nope, all on YouTube.
Bro, that is crazy.
What
Yeah,
tools do you use whenever you're making beats?
I use Ableton, and then I just have my guitars, my keyboard, my bass, and all my plugins.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Who would you say? So the tool's called Ableton. Is that what you said? How do you spell that?
yeah,
Do you know?
it is Ableton.
Okay.
But I've been through so many music programs. I started off with Audacity, and I went to FL Studio, then I went to Pro Tools. But Ableton has been like my best mix. It's perfect for creating beats and adding vocals too. So yeah, Ableton, that's what I prefer.
When I was in college, I used Fruity Loops. I'm not sure if you've
Yeah.
ever used Fruity Loops.
Yeah, Fruity Loops is they changed their name to FL Studio. Yep. I used that for a while.
Oh, really? They turned into FL Studio? Is that what you said?
Yep, yep, exactly. So you
Oh,
made some
very cool.
beats back in the day, Pete?
I did in college. I made a couple, like two. But there was
All
a
right, send it to
kid in
Turnt
our
Man. Let's get it
hall.
on the pod.
Yeah.
A
I'll see if I can
throwback
find
Pete
the
beat.
one song that we did. I'll see if I can find it sometime. It's called Mr. Z.
And you were rapping on it too?
I wasn't. It was one of my friends down the hall. His name is Hector Zumalakargi, was his
Oh,
name.
nice.
And he
Ooh, yeah.
he was the one rapping as Mr. Z. And
Oh,
the song
nice.
was about him. It was about this like character that he's created.
Okay. All right, send it to Turnt Man. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear some Pete bars though. Like I got concerned.
Yeah.
Yo, Pete got bars. Like, hold up.
It's
I think
not
Pete can
good.
rap.
It
I
is
think
not
Pete can
good.
rap. I heard Pete can rap.
We need to start a movement on that and just start posting everywhere. I heard Pete can rap just until he has to like rap and I start posting videos of him rapping.
If you guys want, I don't know how these things work. I will try. I will try. I'll throw me on any song, and I will do my best.
All
If
right,
you
deal.
want, otherwise, I'm happy and content not being on any songs.
Yeah, that's a funny progression too, because I feel like I've talked to so many people about what DAWs they use, and it's almost that same line of programs, and you kind of
Yeah,
settle into what you like for what you're doing. So that's
yeah,
really funny. It's like almost like perfectly progressed from what I hear from most people.
yep. Start off with the free. And you're like, hey, I'm gonna go a little bit. I'll pay a little. You're like, oh, I'll pay a little more. Yeah, the progression. Yeah, I
They get
agree.
you hooked when stuff starts sounding better too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is crazy that like everybody started in Audacity. I feel like because I definitely started there when I first started, like messing around with electronic music. Um,
Yeah.
I was playing music in like band and stuff, like in a march band. So I play every brass instrument but French horn. Um,
Oh, nice.
but like when I started messing around with
I
like
didn't know that. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, when I started messing around with beats and like just trying to like use a drum machine and stuff like that, like it was just like really crazy fucking with Fruity Loops the first time and being able to
Yeah.
beat up with just like bars by clicking. It was like, oh my god. But I haven't really messed with Ableton or anything like that. I do have Logic Pro, but I haven't really like got to dive into it yet and really get a feel for it.
Yeah, I feel like it's all about just what you're most comfortable with. They all can do pretty much the same thing. It's just what you're fastest and most efficient with.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't like when they move my buttons.
Oh yeah. You get an upgrade and you're like, oh, why is this shortcut not working?
Exactly. You're like, I know how to do this, and
Yeah.
real frustrated not finding it.
Yep.
So, Wooch, I have a question about while we're talking about tools and uh, process, the beat for DRS.
Yep.
How long did that take? Was that like kind of a flash of inspiration and came together
Yeah.
quickly, or was it
Exactly.
something that was that took some time?
That was a flash of inspiration. That and Deliver It Ryan were just quick, super quick. And I think that's why I love them so much. Just because those are my favorite songs where I don't have to dwell on it for weeks and months and just comes straight out. I think Deliver It Ryan, I thought of that in the shower. I was just started like, Deliver It Ryan, deliver it. And I was like, okay, no, yeah, let me go record that really quick. In DRS, it was just uh, those first chords. I just was playing those and I said, oh, wow, I like that. That sounds pretty cool. It had a little delay on it. And then it just started flowing. And the DRS came in. I said, oh, that's the perfect little chant right there. So they were both quick, both of those songs.
DRS is such an anthem, right? And not many songs are like that. Not many songs are things you would consider like an anthem, like something like it's a battle cry, or and it's such a funky battle
Yeah,
cry. It's so soft, but at the same time, it's like really hard and aggressive too. If you really listen to it.
thank you. Yeah, yeah. I kind of wanted that, like something that just people they'd have no choice but to be like, "What is DRS? What is that? Why is that on his shirt, and why does he keep saying that?" It kind of keeps.
I personally love it. It's like our anthem in Looperland, so it's playing like pretty often. So thank you very much for giving us the ability to play it.
Oh yeah,
It's a really it's like sort of like a community call. So it's awesome. We're
yeah.
really grateful for you for providing that to us.
Hey, thanks for playing it. That's awesome.
What was it? So I think the first time we played it in game was during Tanashi's. I think it was during Tanashi's first raid, which you were rave, not raid,
Yeah, that was
which
so
you
much
were
fun.
there. I think there was a mosh pit that happened around you.
Yeah.
Were you listening to everything in game when it happened? I know I was streaming it, and I just remember thinking like, this is just a lot of fun. Just like
Yeah,
chilling here, listening, and just watching the chat in stream. Like I was just
yeah,
having a blast.
that was so much fun. Yeah. Do you guys have another one planned? Another cyber rave plan with Tanashi? Or
Oh, absolutely. With Tanashi in particular, we have one planned imminently. With raves and stuff like that, we're holding stuff. We're holding these events all the time. So yeah,
nice.
anytime you want to put on an album in game and so forth that you launch or whatever, let us know. We will coordinate it. Everyone here is always like thrilled for an occasion and a party.
Oh, not right on.
Yes, and I will say I'll make a formal invite here on the show. But the first quest that you do in the Short Destroyers universe is kind of inspired by my childhood. But the first quest is to get a flyer for a concert that's happening in the cellar. Which is it's so we're trying to tell the story, and basically there's one of your coworkers in Short Destroyers universe is throwing a concert in the cellar, and I think what I want to do when I get there in the story, like once it unfolds, is actually have a concert in the cellar of Blockbuster. And do it live. And so I want to I want to invite you to be a part of that concert in the seller of Blockbuster and Short Destroyers universe, if you're down. And if you want to
Hell
make
yeah.
something, try to make something new or release something new during it, that would be awesome as well.
Hell yeah. Sounds dope.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. You will be at the concert and a part of the
Yes.
concert, and that will happen when we get there. But the very first quest is, yeah, to find a flyer for this concert that's happening in the cellar, and then we'll slowly roll out the rest of the experience on the map that will lead to the ultimate cellar underneath the
Dope.
blockbuster.
Would you get a rod from your inventory? Okay. Let's see.
Do you know
Yeah,
how to
I don't have
fish?
a fishing rod.
You should in your inventory. I rented you one earlier. It should be
Oh, I do.
a
Yeah.
tool, exactly. So you click on that guy, and then when you're facing the water, walk into it. If you're using the keyboard, there you go, and give it a few
Oh,
seconds.
man.
Let's go.
Little mini game, and you're gonna try and catch a fish in the green catchment area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so we're all trying to catch goldfish. I think there's going to be a prize given to the folks who catch a goldfish. We have all the wallets who've caught it. They're pretty hard to catch. They're fast. They're pretty fast, and we've had 5 people catch them from all these people fishing so far.
Nice.
We've already had 5 goldfish caught.
Yeah, I was one of them, and I've been fishing here since 9:30.
That
You
was
said
one
I
of them
just
too.
you said I just caught a catfish. Is that good?
It's pretty cool. It's just a fish. The one we're
I'm
shooting,
just kidding. I'm just
it's,
The
It's
kidding.
just
pause.
one of those fish.
what we're shooting for in this one is we're
Just
trying to
kidding.
catch a goldfish because it's a little rare. In other lakes, they have what's called consumables. So, like if you catch like a really hard to catch fish, it's something that goes into your inventory, and then you can use it to get like an in-game bonus, like 4% experience points for the next 10 minutes, or extra damage, and all sorts of really cool stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the game has really evolved so much over time. You have consumables now, little like fun mini games like fishing, and it's just really cool to see what the community's built here. Where,
Yeah.
Wooch, how do you think it's changed from the first time that you were on and you came on and played with us?
Even just I'm looking at the graphics too. Did the graphics improve? The graphics look much clearer. I don't know if that's my monitor, but
Well, the screen's bigger, so that's probably definitely impacting it. You can definitely see those pixels a little bit more clearly.
yeah. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I just love how you guys are constantly working to expand it and getting other creators involved and building their worlds. I feel like community is key. And once you have the community involved, it's just never ending. It's to the moon.
So you catch the vision. I see this as a forever game with user-generated content that just keeps growing and growing as people build and expand.
Yes.
That we even created a model and incentive for people to make profit off of this, so they can support their building and so on and so forth. Um, we're creating a wonderful canvas for folks. One of the things that you're pointing out is the constant growth. We're at the point where we're snowballing. We're just constantly adding new developers to our open source GitHub. Folks that are adding on to game code, finding some bugs and fixing them because they're just that it's amazing what happens with devs when we I know people who've picked up projects and learned to code languages specifically to fix a bug that's been bothering them in a piece of software they've been using.
Yes.
So it's amazing, and this is truly a community thing. And like the ranged weapons that we just put out, where we can start shooting stuff and crafting ammo and all sorts of things, was created by one of the community devs. We brought him into the team, but stuff like that. There's a royalty model for the people who create new game assets and code around that, so they can start benefiting from other people who build off of it.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely see the vision. Ooh.
Okay, so
We gotta
Wooch,
go first.
we're gonna try something. I think we should start this now if we can. I want to try to show you how to get to Ordinary Adams Coliseum. So, do you want to
Okay.
follow me?
Yep.
We can make our way. Well, actually, let's go outside. I want you to sign out and sign back in. I sent you a special Nancy, your boy Nancy, outfit to sign in with. If you want to, I want you to sign in with that outfit. It's quite large. You'll see when it's in your wallet. Sign in with that and then follow. Sorry, there is a chicken that's blocking the door. Is it blocking you too, Wooch?
It's gonna happen sometime. In a few moments, that chicken. It is a stubborn.
Oh, there it goes. It moved.
That chicken has held me hostage so many times.
I love it.
Right,
but yeah,
so
so sign
switch.
in with the Mega Nancy, and meet us at the Goose, which is just up on the map.
Okay. Let's see.
Does that make sense?
Yep. All right, I'm leaving. I'm out.
I'm convinced that Grunk has like a portal set up somewhere because I don't know how he got here so fast. Like I feel like I left you in Cobb's Farm and then now you're already here at the Goose before I even got here.
I'm trying to
there
make
you
up
are.
for the 2 weeks where you guys had to hold my hand running through this map. I got lost like so many times. So no more. Never again.
Jesus Christ, he's huge.
Oh, there he is. Yes.
Look
Wait,
at that
okay.
donk.
Grunk, you need to share the YouTube link because I wanna share this with my brother. So I want to share him the interview, and I want him to listen just and watch the video game. I don't want him to listen to the Twitter space. I want him to watch the video game and listen to this. so share the link in here. I feel like other people should watch it as well. But Wooch, you look amazing. We should all say something in chat. What should we say? In chat, and I'll get a screenshot of this afterwards from the YouTube channel and share it.
Thick with 2 C's.
Thick.
Is that what are we saying? Thick with 2 C's?
DRS.
Thick with 2 C's.
Either that or DRS. I'm down with either.
Thick DRS.
Hey, now we're in there.
I want to see this commented in Reddit. I want people to on every purple circle post, just like thick DRS, bro. That's one
Yeah.
thick DRS.
I think we just started something. New hashtag alert, thick DRS.
That's a thick DRS, bro.
All right, are we doing a countdown with it?
All right. I just went for it.
Yeah, we're in there.
I saw Wooch do it, so I just did it. And then, so yeah, Wooch, I think now follow us, and we will show you how to get to Everpeak City, which is where the Coliseum is, and we're all gonna try to kill you. I'm not sure if we can. I'm not sure if we have enough to kill you today, but we're all gonna try.
Sounds good.
All right, that link is
The
up in the
cameraman
comments.
here. There he is.
The cameraman was failing at that multitasking we were talking about earlier.
The hardest part. I hate it.
All right, everyone, and the YouTube link is up in the nest now. So if anybody wants to check this out on YouTube, that isn't able to join us in game and be able to see us and also hear the Twitter space at the same time, all you gotta do is click up there and you can watch it live. My bad. I'm trying to navigate.
This world is nice. So this is Ordinary Adam's world.
Yeah, this is nice, right?
Yeah.
He does a good job, a very good job of his world. It is
Very
high
nice.
quality stuff.
Yeah.
So over here is this is the Coliseum. I call it the Coliseum in Everpeak City. I bet it has an actual name, and if it doesn't, we should get with Ordinary Adam to name it. I think that would be pretty cool. But basically, inside of this pit right here, Wooch, is a player versus player area. So in there, you can basically kill each other. You see this? You see Beardy over here? He has leveled up his. He's in there right now, just like one-shotting people. He's leveled up his avatar to level 64. He has put the time in.
Yeah, so what you want to do, Wooch, is you want to equip an item. So if you see what you got a little sword. If you go to your inventory, you've got a zero, like a circle with a line through it, a red circle with a line through it. Equip that. There you go. That one is a powerful AoE weapon, and you're just gonna basically smash everyone in there.
Is it okay? I think I clicked it. It's not.
Yeah, you're good. You're on it.
I'm on it.
It's
okay.
equipped.
And so to attack, you just
walk
click
in
on the.
or you click on your target. Yeah, WASD. It also supports controllers. So if you mapped it out to like a game controller, you can just use your Xbox controller and stuff.
Oh, nice.
And Adam Hill goes down to pizza for the first fight of the night. Let's fucking go.
Hey, Pete.
I want a piece of Pete.
Suck it, Adam Hill.
And you go, yeah, walk right through that door. You'll teleport in. Oh man, we're in trouble.
Oh man, Wooch
Okay,
is
watch
in
out
here.
for friendly fire, guys.
Woof. You killed me.
That is
People.
No.
That lollipop is scary.
Oh, are you out, Wooch, already?
Yeah, Beardy.
I'm back.
Beardy.
Come here, Beardy.
He didn't even get scratched, I feel like. So what level is his lollipop that he uses? He's got his highest level weapon in here too.
It's both the highest level weapon and looper in game.
I was thinking he stuffed that lollipop in his pillowcase the other day. Everybody was going down quick.
Should we go one-on-one Wooch versus Beardy?
Yeah.
Well, I would. Hold on, let me get out of here.
Run away.
Let me get a good spot spectating this thing.
Let's go, Beardy.
Oh, this is good. I got a good seat for it too.
Oh, he's being a little tactical. Okay. Want me to come to you?
Man, this is going to be an intense bout. In the left corner, we have Beardy McHatface and the Lollipop of Doom. In the right corner, we have Wooch with the mega alcoholic Nancy.
Have you noticed that when the mega alcoholic Nancy punches upwards, he farts a little bit, or sharts, I should say, a little bit?
I did not.
Oh, Wooch! Out already.
Nope.
Yeah, Beardy with the duck and weave, right? Look at him. He's moving.
I wonder if Beardy, is he here? He is listening.
Ah.
I wonder, does he have a strategy here? So is he 2-0 here?
Hey, 2-0. So, Wooch, equip your weapon. Switch to the 0-1. It's going to do a lot more damage. And you know what? Use your arrow keys. I find that works better than clicking on him and hoping the rangefinder is going to hit a moving target. There you go. And get him from the sides, because behind he can't attack you. Exactly. If you notice with the way he's going, there you go. Look at you go. You got him on the ropes. If you
You
see
got this, Wooch.
there you go.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
That's
Suck it, Beardy.
Oh, come here. Come here, Beardy. Come here, Beardy. Come here, Beardy.
I love when everybody focuses up how quiet it gets. You can hear those keys smashing.
Let's go, Beardy. Why are you running? Come on.
What's Stella say now, Pete? She
David
Wooch is
versus
getting
Goliath.
on the keys.
Nifty with the keys. Yeah, you can hear it. He's very nifty with the keys.
That's my new favorite Stella quote.
I love it.
You want some more?
Beardy said he will not be defeated. So, yeah, oh, my good God. Like 4 hits that time. That was record time.
Let's go, Beardy.
It's that weapon change. It's like when Luka changes his shoes at halftime. That's all it took.
Since Wooch put that weapon on, it's over with. So I think we can all run in here and try to mollywop him again. Challenge Demigod. You don't want to challenge me, sir. That's the squash match. Up, down. We already see it.
Oh no.
They're all one hit.
How many of us will it take?
Yeah, I definitely got deleted in one hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I was one hit out. So, Turtman, do you want to, should we queue up the song that you wanted to play?
Most definitely. I am trying to go and find it again right now just so I can remember the name of it. I just found it today and I was like, man, like he really like snapped. I didn't. All right.
Oracle.
I thought.
You can't catch me. You can't catch me, Wooch. You can't catch me.
All right. Yeah.
Too quick. Ah, dang.
Oh, I'm queued, Turn.
All right. Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take it back a little bit. This is before DRS Wooch. This is one. I'm super excited to hear this one. It's dope.
Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Ready to hang after I do one more tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like maybe we can go to the top or something once we get done. Yeah. Once I get done, let me get done. One more tonight. I need one more tonight. Just one more tonight. Come on. me get one more tonight. We can do it any damn night in the spotlight. What a damn sight. Let me ignite. Let me get one more tonight. Just one more. Just one more tonight. Just a little more time with you, so let's get this groove. Watch me leave. I'm just enough now. I'm on fire. Somebody sound the alarm. Let me get more. Just one more. Let me get more. I'll show you. Just watch me. I'ma hit this in the front cup. Salud. Cheers. Slouch. Mazel tov. Come kick it with me. I can show you how I light it up. Yeah, they love when I light it up. Take this in your hand, keep it close till I'm done. I just need one more rubber pump pump. Both bigger, mine bigger, chest bigger. I don't mean to boast, but can't coast till I'm done. I'm obsessed with success, hun. Competition ain't a threat, cause I'm here for the long run. I'm here for the long run, tall, fun, long mix, man with the curl spun. Bust one for the breakdown, hear my words run. You're done in the top spot, it's my turn, son. Burn something in the air, learn, and my mind runs. Time flows fast for every day, it's bizarre. Some days I look afar and say, damn, I've come so far. But let me raise the bar while I play this guitar. Come on now.
Insane that you aren't professionally taught. Like the physicality of that, like the guitar solo at the end was insane, brother.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, that was during COVID where I recorded that. I was just playing a lot of guitar and just I was trying to hone my skills a little, test my skills. So yep. Hey, thanks for playing that turn, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It's a vibe. You know, it reminds me a lot of like kind of like a Thundercat. You know, I don't know if
Oh yeah, love Thundercat.
yeah, bro. Like it's so funky. And then like whenever you started rapping, like I mean, I guess I related. You know, being a mixed man with curls too. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah, you know
understand.
it.
You know what I mean? And but you know, just relating to it, and then you started rapping, like you know, it still had like you had like crazy bars with it, and it was real good syllable play too, man.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's solo. Holy cow. That was wild. That was awesome, man.
Hey,
Very,
thank
very
you,
well
Pete.
done.
Beardy and Smiley are pretty damn good.
The Smiley put on the Skeleton King. You can hear with 95.
Oh,
So I have
Smiley's
to
a
ask
95
about
too. I
your
see.
inspirations when like just for music in general because everything has like this funky vibe. Like
Yeah.
where what are your biggest inspirations as a musician? Like who do you pull from when you create?
I would say there's so many, but Prince is one of my huge inspirations just because I grew up listening to him. Michael Jackson, Prince, Zapp and Roger, New Age. I love Frank Ocean, Kid Cudi. I like Tyler the Creator, Miguel, and then rappers. I love Kendrick Lamar. I'm missing a bunch, but I'm trying to take on Smiley.
Dude, I've been curious, and I wanted to ask this, and I don't even know how to ask
Come
this
here,
question,
Smiley.
but I
Yeah.
feel like this community is quite large, and I feel like DRS has like been ingrained into this community. Has it led to any kind of connection, like interesting connection of any sort, just from being exposed to this community? Has it done anything at all?
I would say as far as like other famous musicians, I don't know, maybe not, maybe they've heard it, but not so much personally. But in terms of the community, and I think there's a lot of people that have heard it, maybe that haven't commented on it, who are kind of like, what is this song even about? What is DRS? And I think once the DRS movement's kind of, uh, it's not definitely not losing traction too much, but I think there's a lot of other things coming into play right now as far as GameStop becoming profitable. Ryan Cohen's been pretty silent, so seeing what he's got planned. But I think the movement will heat up again
How are you
soon.
feeling
That's my
about
guess.
earnings coming up for GameStop?
I'm extremely excited, but that also scares me because high expectations.
Right?
But I mean, because I remember last Q4 earnings, I think we were talking to like the day after, and they had a surprise beat for Q4. So it's not out of the realm that that'll happen again, but trying to keep expectations low. But I'm pretty excited just to see what Ryan has been doing, what he's got planned, if he's got any announcements.
I think we had an accidental mute click.
Oops, headphone died. Um, yeah, but seeing I want to see the DRS numbers, the current DRS numbers. Every earnings is hype though.
I've
So
been, I've been seeing, Ryan Kagi he's been tweeting a lot about the DRS numbers not moving at all, and
yeah,
how like that just can't happen. I've seen a lot of people
yeah,
talking about how like the impossibility of it not changing, um,
yeah.
and
Ever
just
since they changed the wording in the report, something's been up. So I don't know what caused the change of wording, but I think something's up. I had to agree with KG there. It just doesn't seem probable. But
but I will say there is a Richard Newton. If you don't know who he is,
I love Richard.
yeah, there is. I don't know if it was the last post that he's put up. He's probably put up more since then, but I feel like it's maybe been a minute. Either way, he was talking about the last earnings, and it was basically a recap and kind of a projection based on
Hmm.
the trend that we're moving in. And I
Yeah,
shared it in Reddit as well, just like the one clip of him talking about, what we could potentially see based on the trend we've been moving in. And
yeah.
I'm very excited for,
Was he talking about
uh,
quarter 4 this
yeah,
upcoming?
yeah.
Okay, I have to watch that.
Let me see if I can grab a link and I'll share it in the comments. I do recommend, because that's like, it's had me excited for the last 3 months or however long it's been. um,
Yeah, if they
since
have a profitable, not only a profitable quarter, but a profitable year, ooh, that's pretty exciting.
that's big news.
That's big news.
Man, with the amount of people that's going out and really shopping GameStop hard, like buying these Cardsmiths cards, I mean, like that's helping out a lot with profitability, if you ask me, because I think the
Oh
whole
yeah.
is like really hard down onto those, and they're just like super cool.
Oh yeah.
Have you actually picked any up yet?
Yep, I have some waiting for me in my local store. I've been slacking to go pick them up, but I haven't ordered. I ordered them to the store, so I had to go pick them up. I'm hoping to get some Bitcoin. I want to be like you, turn man.
Yeah, man, it was crazy whenever I end up pulling it because like
Did you get it from the store, like local store? Did you get it delivered?
no, I got it from a local store, so I pulled up to the store and was like, "Hey,
Yeah. I
hey,
don't know. I feel like that's maybe the way. That's why I want to get it from the store.
man, like at my local store, I've gotten some crazy hits. So I got an out of 15 money printer, one of the gemstone
Oh,
refractor,
nice.
and it was like, damn, man, like this store just keeps hitting, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I need more of them in here. I think I bought all of them now, and messed up and told one of my buddies about it, and he was like, man, next time they have some more, I'm gonna go in there and sweep all of them, and I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to hit that. That would be dope.
Yeah, it was crazy. I kind of called it right, so I like pulled up with my wife and whatnot, and
Yeah. You
bought
had
it.
a feeling, huh?
Yeah, and I said so. I was like, man, watch this be a Bitcoin. I was like, if there's some kind of Bitcoin in here, the way I'm gonna sweep Loop Exchange, and then end up like pulling it and on the last pack too, and I opened it up and said,
Damn.
I was so scared to scratch it, and then I had to go outside, I had to smoke up real quick, really relax myself. And they came inside and started scratching from right to left. Thank you, All Hollows, for that tip. And when I started scratching, I was like, "Oh shit!" It says BTC, and then like I was really scared to scratch the rest of it because it would have said one BTC. I probably was gonna fall out.
Hell yeah. Do they have one BTC
Yes.
cards? Oh
Yeah.
wow.
One,
Damn.
I have like full one Bitcoin. Also like full Ethereum as well too. So
Damn.
crazy. Like I would have took the ETH. 'Cause, I mean, the Bitcoin I don't really have much of a use for. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
gonna swap that over to ETH. I'm probably gonna incur a lot of like gas fees or whatever. But immediately it's
Mm-hmm.
getting sent to my Loopring wallet or either sent in my bank account.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about everything that GameStop has going on, though. Especially with a lot of the big retailers now, they're moving away from having physical copies.
Yeah.
And I was talking to one of my brother-in-laws. He's actually a manager over at GameStop and has been one there for a while. But I was talking to him, and he was explaining that GameStop is actually going out and buying up all their supply. So GameStop's gonna be like the only like bring
Mm.
physical games, and from a collecting standpoint, it makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I don't think physical media is ever going away. And even if you look at people's reactions to like Best Buy getting rid of physical media, I feel like people aren't, they kind of know where they're trying to lead us into not owning anything and just having a subscription for everything. And they can take it away whenever they want instead of owning your assets. And I think GameStop's kind of the final frontier of that, fighting against that.
100%. That reminds me of when Amazon at one point they had a copy of 1984 that they'd sold people. And so people had actually bought the copy of 1984 as a digital copy and so on and so forth. And for
Mm,
whatever reason, they had to retract it for copyright for that particular version or something like that. And then they just did that. So whatever you own, whatever
mm,
you thought you owned and so forth, you don't own a thing. You have a
right.
license to view
Yep.
it so long as it fits their interest and profit model for you to be able to do so at their convenience, and they have the ability to
Yep.
extract it. That's why I love NFTs so much. No one is going to
Yeah.
take a single thing that's sitting in my wallet. It's mine.
Right. Right.
So I do hope that GameStop does come back to the Web3 space. Personally, I think they came into the Web3 space without it being adequately mature. Banking on, folks rushing in and doing development and integrating and so on and so forth, like we've been doing for the last year and change, right? I think they
Mm-hmm.
were banking on content being more readily available or something like that. I have no idea. But when they come back, and I believe that they will come back into the space because I think
Yeah.
Web3 gaming is absolutely inevitable. Um, we'll have an ecosystem for them to come back to, is what I'm kind of hoping.
Yep. And I think the good thing about it is they still have the infrastructure, they still have the experience. So if they do decide to bring it back, I think it's going to be way bigger than before. I feel like the only that's maybe one thing they're struggling with is the content moderation. I don't know how big the team was, but I feel like the from what I've heard, the lead times to get things approved and kind of was uh, taking a while. So I don't know. I think that leaving, I feel like he's here to stay.
I think he is. It's been our absolute privilege to have been able to work with him and collaborate with him on a variety of things, whether it's integrating to spatial or doing a variety of collaborations that we've had with Cyber Crew. You've seen Goose in game and so on and so forth. So he's a big fan of what we've got. So we get to collaborate with him, and he's definitely got a lot of passion, commitment, and interest to this space, to this community that he has helped create and foster. He seems to feel a sense of responsibility. You can
Hmm.
see what he's doing out on Twitter. He's reaching out to people to collaborate so that he can find new ways to connect and innovate in this space. So I think he's here. I can only sort of speak for us, which is we're not going anywhere but up. So, we're
Yeah,
here for the community and we're here to build.
that's awesome. That's the key. Yeah, I feel like I don't think I don't believe GameStop is done with Web3. It doesn't seem like that's the case. But I think it will change in the future once that is considered.
I think the Nintendo Switch 2 cycle and the heating up of the Nintendo cycle
Yep,
is very, very exciting. I think it's
yep,
exciting for me as a gamer, um, but I think it's just exciting for as a specifically Nintendo's my system.
yeah.
But I think it's just really good for gaming in general, and I think it's going to be interesting to see. Do you play a lot of video games, Wooch?
Not as much anymore, but yes. I have an Xbox. So I dabble lately Rocket League
Really?
Fortnite. Yeah, you play Rocket League?
I do play Rocket League.
I'll have to
Rocket
get on
League. I love
sometime.
Rocket League. We should play sometime.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun.
Are you on PC or
I'm on
PlayStation?
Xbox.
Are you on Xbox? Okay.
Yes. It
Nice,
works
man. We'll
out
have to get it.
perfect.
Yeah, that's
We should
perfect.
totally play. We should like set a time to play
Yeah,
for something. We should set like a one-on-one time at
yeah.
some point.
Let's do it.
A Rocket
Let's
League
order
tournament.
some pizza. Let's do it.
Oh
What's
yeah.
your favorite pizza topping, Pete?
My favorite pizza topping? That's a good question, and I actually don't know if I have a good answer for it.
Ooh.
Um, I like so many.
Let's say you're gonna order pizza tonight. What are you getting on the pizza? You can get multiple toppings.
What I'm feeling right now, um, is something a little something. There's a pizza place not too far, called Hot Lips that I
Hot
really
lips.
like here. Yeah, it's genuinely, I think it would be rated low on like the pizza like ratings list, but I
Yeah,
like
but
it.
you like
And
it. Yeah.
they have a barbecue chicken pizza that is
Okay.
fast. Um that's what I'm feeling right now.
You throw some
But
pineapple on it or no? No pineapple
what
on
would
it?
you say?
You throwing some pineapple on it or no?
Canadian style.
On this one in particular, I would not throw pineapple on. I'm not against anyone who likes pineapple on pizza. I will say it's not something I consider good. But I'm not against anyone who likes pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, I'm not a pineapple guy either. Not on pizza,
Yeah,
at least. But are you going stuffed crust or no?
I can get down on stuffed crust for sure.
Okay.
I do. I will eat me some stuffed crust. Um, with no shame.
What about you, Smiley? What are you getting for pizza? You're ordering tonight. What are you getting?
Is cheese a topping?
Yeah, no, just plain cheese.
I absolutely.
Nice.
There's this Italian place, like an Italian bakery. They got a stone fire oven. They make it like fresh. It's absolutely incredible. Fresh basil. It's delicious.
Oh, nice. What about you, Turnt Man? What you getting?
Bro, everything you can put on it except for the sardines. Put all of
The
it on.
works? You're getting the works?
I gotta have a fork and a knife to eat it.
Damn. Okay, nice.
See, I like that too. That was I. It's hard to say what that even is, but typically it's like just the supreme, and then I find whatever they have on the menu that has a lot of things on it that looks like it's you know
Yeah.
supreme adjacent.
All right, Grunkle, what you getting?
Oh man, I will always go straight for the pepperoni. I don't like change. I'm all about
Classic.
it. It's classic. Don't mess with it.
Oh, right on. Adam, what you eating?
Oh man, probably ham and pineapple. Just
Ham
one of
and
those people.
pineapple.
The lone pineapple. We're what, 1 out of 5,
Those odds probably transfer over, right?
right? Yeah, I think that carries over into real life.
Yep.
Yeah, so Woochman, do you have any new music planned or anything coming out soon?
Yeah, I got something in the vault, but it's still a secret. But I got something in the vault, but I will release it. But it's in the vault for now. Wait for the right time.
So is it done,
Yeah.
or are you still making tweaks, or it's ready? You just
It's
waiting.
it's done, but I'm always making tweaks. That's one of my faults. Is that because when I'm mixing a song, I'll be like, oh, the drums are a little too low, the bass is too high, so I'm always making tweaks. But essentially it's done.
Can I guess what it is?
Sure.
Is it a follow up to Deliver It Ryan? Like you
Um.
delivered it?
Oh. No.
Okay.
No.
Personally, I'm looking forward to his song about positive EPS. EPS.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. BPS. Yeah.
Pink Walrus. It's
I'm.
still
I'm.
stuck in my head. My daughter.
Do you guys think there's
That's
gonna
all I
be
hear now.
I'm. My prediction is there's gonna be some more hit pieces too of GameStop coming out, especially if EPS is positive. I think they're gonna kind of have to combat uh, that
I'm.
news.
I'd like to know what happens when EPS is positive. We've got institutional investors that have switched their positions, right? They found bag
Right.
holes, what have not, and then all of a sudden we start seeing positive stuff.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna have to combat it somehow. I'm not sure what their move's gonna be, but they're gonna have to try to stifle that positive sentiment because I mean, ooh, an annual profitable. I mean, that was the whole thing about GameStop is they don't make money. So if they turn around a profit for a big profit for quarter four, ooh. But I'm trying to keep my expectations low so I don't get my tickets don't get too jacked because they're pretty jacked right now.
Right?
Yeah, super hyped for earnings to come out, and because I mean like those spaces, like the earnings call spaces, are like just like so jam packed, and you really kind of figure out like how big the GME community is.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I feel like even people that aren't in the spaces, everyone's just looking at that GameStop earnings just to see what the hell's going on with it.
For me, it's just an easy way to share with people in my life that continue to ask me, so how's that GameStop doing? Like my parents. It's an easy way for me to be like, it just from their last earnings, it seems like they're moving in the right direction.
Right,
It's
right,
like an easy way to answer, and that's what I appreciate about every earnings. And it's an easy
right,
way for me to justify my excitement
right.
about all of it.
Yeah, and so many people are just, you know, not in tune to what's really going on. They just go by the media or what they GameStop. Oh, it's GameStop. So they're not looking at the balance sheet. They don't even know who Ryan Cohen is, you know?
Which is so backwards to me
Yeah,
and so frustrating that
yeah.
it's like it has to be this hard to
Hmm.
even communicate this to my parents because of all of everything surrounding this.
Yeah. Yeah, most people only read headlines or uh, watch Jim Cramer.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I've been trained when I see forget GME or forget GameStop or whatever, I go, oh, it's still on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest tell right there is forget GME, forget GameStop. Buy these three other stocks.
don't forget to remember. You always got to remember and not to forget.
Yeah, don't forget to remember to forget GameStop.
But yeah, and it's crazy like how many people you do see that sit there and let that smoke get blowed up their ass, right? On like this false media that's bought
Yeah.
by who knows, and it influences the masses and stuff like that. Like because me like I've been like a field tech, right? Going out doing like network infrastructure, or you're like working in people's homes and at the end user level.
Mm,
And I would go into houses, and it's always like those old people just sitting there with CNBC on. That's all they watch, like all day, and they get up
yeah.
busy about everything. And I'm like, that's what they're trying to get you to do. They're trying
Right.
you, get you to move out your position, and so that way their buddies can buy their bag at a lower price.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like,
Yep.
damn, it's crazy how they use that against us.
Yep. And I feel like the news and every social media, everything's based on negativity. That's what sells. So if you get something controversial or negative, that's what's going to be put in front of you. They're not going to put, oh, GameStop was actually profitable this quarter. That's not going to, people aren't going to be putting that as breaking news. They want the negativity. They want,
I
that's just how the news works. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, I really feel like I can like hear the headline already. It's gonna like there's gonna be a backhanded compliment, right? So they're gonna say
Right,
how
right,
profitable after exiting after failed Web3,
right.
like that. It's gonna be something like that. So it'll be a backhanded compliment where they like spit out the
Yeah,
gonna give you some bullshit with it.
yeah, exactly.
But man, I am gonna go ahead and start winding it down. I believe. Pete, you have something to say?
I was just gonna say, either way, it's gonna be a roller coaster, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be a lot of fun, as it always is.
yes,
As we lead up to earnings, it's a cycle. That's what I've learned with all of this is like everything is a cycle. Everything comes and
yep,
flows in cycles, whether it's an upward cycle or a downward cycle. There are waves, and it repeats, and it continues to come and go, and that's what we're experiencing every quarter. It's a roller coaster, and it's going to be fun to see what
yeah,
happens when we've because I'm hopeful for this, and we'll see what happens.
hmm,
But I'm very hopeful that we see a full year profitability, and I want to see what that does because, like you
hmm,
said, Wooch, that the whole short thesis was they're not making money. They
right,
can't, or how are they going to survive? Well,
right,
now they are, and you have
right,
gaming cycles that are coming, gaming
right,
cycles from Nintendo that raise GDPs of entire nations that are coming.
right, right.
Um, like, and now they're in a good position. Like, how do you find anything negative on that? It's going to be interesting to see.
I'm hoping we get some guidance, but something that we haven't talked about in a little while is that RC does have the capacity to do some heavy investments on behalf of the
Mm,
company,
hmm.
and we have heard nothing about that. I'm sure he has been paying attention to the market, so let's see what happens.
It does seem like every quarter, at least maybe that was in the last quarterly earnings, is when they changed like his role, right? I forget what it was exactly,
Hmm.
but he like his title, he added a title of investing of some kind, and I could be getting that wrong, but I feel like that was
Yeah,
last earnings, if I'm not mistaken.
essentially chief investment officer, so he's in charge of the investment capital. So yeah, I'm curious too to see if he's done anything with that or if he's still sitting on it waiting to strike. And typically post Q4 earnings, he tends to buy a little bit of shares too for himself. So that's another interesting
Oh, is
thing.
that is that the Ryan Cohen cycle?
I think that's the Ryan Cohen cycle. I think he likes to buy
Oh,
post quarter 4. I think he likes to start the year off with a little bit of GameStop shares from what the past has shown us. But we'll see.
And he buys the dip, and then it goes up. So
He
hopefully.
buys the dip, yeah. So yeah, I think you're right, Pete. Though is just to have that combination of zen and hype, because at the end of the day, the short thesis is GameStop's going bankrupt. So we'll see what happens.
do you follow the tinfoil? We don't have to get into like super tinfoil, but do you have fun with it?
Oh yeah,
I'm curious,
I
like, have you
follow all the
followed the
tinfoil.
whole tinfoil saga
Hmm.
from this journey?
Oh yes.
What's
definitely.
been your favorite of all of it?
My favorite tinfoil. I don't know. I like to think that I don't know if it's true or not but at all, but that DFV. I wonder if DFV and Ryan Cohen have ever spoken. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's interesting. Like, I know when I think it was maybe the last tweet DFE
Yeah,
did, and then
yeah,
Ryan Cohen tweeted like the
yeah. Give him like a fist
fist
bump.
bump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that like I
interesting.
was like, there it's at least recognition,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
clearly that already existed, but I
yeah.
don't know. I would imagine maybe one of the reasons DFV went quiet and had to go quiet um, is because of actually needing to, or in some capacity. I don't know. I don't
Hmm.
know what that even means. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I would
Yeah,
imagine,
yeah.
yeah, they probably communicated, but I don't know. I don't know if like what kind of like issues there would be
Right.
involving anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure if they've spoken, but they at least have that acknowledgement of each other. I wonder how aware Ryan is of everything. That's my biggest question is how aware is he of uh, what's going on in the communities and how in tune is
That's
he?
yeah. That's a really good question too. Like I've always you assume because DFE was such a big part of the community that
Hmm.
he's never gone. You kind of assume that
Right.
he still is as addicted to Reddit as he ever was. Like he's still there. He just can't. Like that's a kind of my assumption. Um, but with Ryan Cohen, I don't know. I don't know how if he's ever been that involved in the community or how much he's been. So that's
Right.
just kind of a mystery, and I don't know whether or not he actually actively is,
Right.
or if he's just kind of aloof. I would doubt he's aloof. I would,
Yeah.
you see the Larry Chang talking about every CEO he's ever known has been like, meticulous attention to detail, like
Mhm.
every good one or whatever. I would assume he's talking about Ryan Cohen, but I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So what's your favorite tinfoil, Pete?
Wu Tang.
Wu Tang.
Well, it is
Ryan Cohen
most. It's
owns
like
the Wu
Wu
Tang
Tang
now.
and NFT dividend for sure.
Yeah. Man, that would be insane if Ryan Cohen is that guy
That
behind
would
the
be wild.
sweatshirt. Oh my God. What about you, Turnt Man? What's your favorite bit of tinfoil?
Man, I wasn't never really in like the Reddit community. I really I heard about GME through like people I know in real life, the hashtag Adam Hill, and kind of just
Yeah.
so like I wasn't really into Reddit communities. Didn't see a lot of the tinfoil. Don't have enough karma to talk in Super Sonk. So I didn't really see
Yeah.
a whole lot of the tinfoil. I just remember early on that first initial push into sneeze. Everybody's talking about like what's gonna happen and thinking about Moas, and then going into the Splividin. I've just kind of been along for the ride. If that makes sense. I haven't really
Yeah.
tinfoil or like trying to connect dots. I'm way too smooth brain to try to figure anything out and be a sleuth on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm way too hyped for earnings. I'm trying to unjack my tits every day, but
I think it's safe to have a healthy balance of
Mhm.
fundamentals to go with the tinfoil that you consume. That's
Yes,
what I've learned from this
that's
whole
yeah. You got
experience.
to have that balance, that perfect amount of zen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That mixture is just the perfect mixture for
Yeah.
this.
That's why I feel like GameStop is the perfect mixture because it has an insane amount of tinfoil, but also has fundamentals. It's got facts. It's got numbers. It's got Ryan Cohen. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, and real quick, while we're talking about facts and numbers, let's go ahead and take a look over at what's going on Loop Exchange right fast. Loop Exchange is a marketplace for all Loop Ring Layer 2 creators and collectors alike. They really preach on power to the community. Whenever we partner with them, they said they want us to showcase their creators, people who choose to use the platform to go and sell their art and put their art up for people to see. So that's exactly what we're going to do today with the big feature is Robit's Armory. This is new ranged weapons from Robits in Looperlands. These look sick. Robits is an amazing artist. We all know that he kills the pixel artwork. If you look at my Looper in game right now, that is my Jimmy bit, and also my companion is a Robo companion as well too, both by Robits. And he's just really good with his stuff, and he knocks it out the park every single time. The smaller features is Pixel Animal Farm by Ricky the Bard. Ricky is a really dope pixel artist. He also makes beats and does music as well too. Definitely somebody to check out. If you're not following him, I would definitely go look him up at Ricky the Bard. He's a good friend of mine too. Dude's just sick. I love these Pixel Animal Farm NFTs. I actually bought a few of them. For some reason, I feel like I'm a hog, so I bought a whole bunch like the pigs. So I have about 6 of them now. I just keep on like hogging them up. I don't know. Um, and then with the second smaller feature, we have Everloop Chronicles pre-order. That's OAs, loopers, and also like weapons and stuff. I believe this is just loopers and weapons tokens. This token is for Ice Rend, which is an insane looking looper with a ice sword, ice body, and the animation of Idol, like with the actual cape blowing in the wind, is just like really great. If anybody
This one
knows,
is a companion.
that's a companion. Oh my god. Okay.
This guy follows you around.
Sorry, not only that, it's an advanced companion. This companion is going to have more frames of animation because Ordinary Atom's helping us implement this technology for other creators so they can start making much more, um, I guess, more detailed assets.
That's exciting too, because I know we have pixel creators in this community that want that attention to detail, that want to be able to add those frames. So ordinary this and also they look awesome. And having this guy follow you around, I think is going to be a lot of fun. And
Dope.
and you know he has lore to go with it.
Oh yeah, and the lore is going to be amazing. Like that's more tinfoil for you right there. You just go ahead and eat that one up. And then the third smaller feature right now is it's a onesie party, and I believe that is Wind Moon, if I'm correct, or Moonwalker. And Moonwalker is also a really great, really dope artist. You can definitely notice his work whenever you look at it. Just had an event in game of an actual pillow fight, so that was really interesting and fun to watch. Um, so,
Beardy one.
like we didn't know that was going to happen.
I told you he put his lollipop in the pillowcase.
Exactly. I knew that pillowcase looked kind of weighted, man. All right, and then now let's look at the top collections over the last 7 days. At number one, as always, week in and week out, is Lupez, 11.29K. I have a Lupez now because I'm an L2 looper, but I still can't see.
You can't see it yet?
Yeah, it says unknown NFT still.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
waiting.
excited to find out what it actually is. Can you like go to the Explorer and like
It doesn't
find
show,
it?
doesn't
It's
show up.
still it doesn't show there either.
No. So
Whoa.
I've messaged Byron. He's checking into it, and he's gonna get back to me. But I can't wait to see it. A lot of people are like really excited to see this one because they're like, does it have a beard?
Dude, the anticipation. I've never even heard of it not showing. This seems like just the anticipation of what this one's gonna be. It's exciting.
Right? I might set up a poll saying like, can you describe my loop head, or like make some kind of like comment contest where can you describe my loop head before I see it. I think that'd be really fun. Sitting at number
Like
two,
a Guess Who game.
yeah, right. Sitting at number two, we have Loop Ring X Psycho Commemorative Collection at 7.96K
Oh,
LRC.
speaking of loop heads, my
Uh,
loop head leveled up to level 10 today from level 7 because at the auction last night I bought some tickets to level my to get the experience points. So those daily tickets that you get in game, I need to start farming those a lot more because that was a big boost to my loop head worm. So anyone that's trying to level up, I recommend it.
100K XP is 100K XP every time.
Exactly.
Yep. And then coming in at number two, we had the Loop Ring X Psycho Commemorative Collection at 7.96K LRC. At number three, we have the Your Boy Nancy Loop Ring Collection at 2K LRC. We have at number four Everloop Chronicles, the pre-orders. So that is the Ice Rain again. I hope I'm saying that right. OA, don't kill me if I'm not. At 1.8K LRC. Then we have Robit's Armory with the ranged weapons that's on the big feature today at 1.67K LRC. Then we have Cyber Crew Celebration coming in at number 6 with 1.45K LRC. Then Cyber Crew C4 at number 7 at 1.16K LRC. And rounding it out in the top 8 at number 8 is the Looperlands Collection map token Somebody Is Building. There's one for 885 LRC. So somebody is building with that one being on the board. All right. And then on the 24-hour, we have Loop Ring X Psycho Commemorative Collection at number 1 with 4.3. And then Loop Heads at number 2 with 800 LRC. Robit's Armory at number 3 with 469 LRC. Cyber Crew Celebration at 300 LRC at number 4. Faction Passes by Kiraverse at 255 LRC at number 5. Everloop Chronicles at number 6, the pre-orders for 150. And then Robo Companions is at number 7 with 150. And then rounding it out at number 8 is the Loot Billy's Avatars, Weapons, and Companions at 50 LRC at number 8. So a whole bunch of Looperland stuff in the top 8 on both charts. And also seeing that there's a map token that got bought. That's my kind of tinfoil that I like right now is my Web3 gaming tinfoil. So I'm about to track that down and find out whom that might have been and wonder what they are building.
You should. You should definitely check it out.
And that's the great thing about the blockchain is that it is immutable. I said that completely wrong. Immutable? How do you pronounce it?
I think it's yeah, you did it. Immutable.
Oh man, that is Moonwalker buying a map token.
Ooh, a onesie map. Is it just going to be a pillow land?
That is going to be very interesting. I'm excited to see what that's going to be.
I know. I'm excited to see the quests in that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's Turtman. Once like you and GM the Prince start getting into the map making process, that's where I feel like I'm starting to get a bit of momentum with story creation and building. Is like getting into one understanding the quests, what can be done, how they interact with each other, and how you progress the story that you're trying to create throughout. Because there's one thing to like just have a map with a bunch of monsters and then like adding in the story element because that's where we started. You start with the Layfleas. Now it's like, okay, now you got to start telling this story, moving people into an experience. um, the quests come in handy big time for that and getting people through. So that is and it's also a lot of fun to create. So I think like when you're thinking about your map, um, to have fun with how you tell your quest stories and how you integrate that into like Ferntman Jimmy lore or Demi lore.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. And, I'm super excited about it. The cool part is that me and Jim the Prince is we're doing like basically two. It'll end up being two separate maps, so it'll be two different map tokens, but they'll connect to each other. And they'll both be token gated to Demi. It's just one. We'll have to have something else with your Demi as well too to be able to get into it. And so you have to go full Demi for people who know what that saying means. But if you have
Always go full Demi.
But if you have both those assets, you'll be able to go. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna rug it and say everything that we're doing, but like he's set up to the point to where he's asking me for sprite sheets for mobs now. So I have to get the sprite sheets over to him for those, and then he's going to be ready to actually start dropping mobs on his map. And then I have gotten my temp API key and everything for me to start working. I still got to get everything installed on my Mac, and then go ahead and get to work. I'm excited about it because like mine's going to be like the overworld, and it's going to be like the world that Demi's from is kind of like the lore I'm looking at so far, and just trying to find like the right tile sets to kind of depict that the way I want it to. So I'm really excited to get into it. I think the story of it and the questing of it is going to be the most fun part, especially because like Demi is like so slow and dull, and it's just going to be so funny. Just like you trying to see people like read what's going on the screen. I can't wait for Grunk to stream and he starts reading the lore, and for him to just try to read it. He's gonna have to come up with a Demi voice to be able to get it out right.
Challenge accepted.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. I picked myself up a rainbow nosed Demi, and I'm gonna send Wooch one of my other Demis, so that he can join the Dulles Alpha in crypto.
Yeah, welcome to the Dulles Alpha group on X, Flooch. This is dope.
Hell yes.
There's a lot of ramen. You'll understand at some point. But there's a lot of ramen, a lot of noodles. As soon as you get into the chat, that's the first thing everybody's gonna ask you to do is send nudes. They're talking about ramen. Please don't mess up and send the wrong kind.
All right, deal.
But yeah, I do want to go ahead and start winding down, man. Wooch, do you have any plans to drop any NFTs anytime soon?
Yes.
Is this also in the vault? Is it going to be music related? Is that what's in the vault?
Yes, music related NFTs in the vault as well.
Fire. Now,
Oh, that's exciting.
when Wooch Loopers?
That's a good question. Kyle Bonbon made me that dope Wooch that I was playing with earlier, which is dope. I think he's super talented. I'm grateful that he made me that. So, what's he been up to?
Hey,
He just released a collection of companions that are it's very Pokemon inspired. They're called Monstars. His brand that he's building around his stuff is called Pixeltars. And so he created Monstars, to go with his Pixeltars. And it's what he's doing with them is he's gonna once they reach certain levels, he will create a new sprite for it so that it evolves in game as you play with it. And he's doing a bunch of different types of them. But yeah, that's what he's working on right now, and it's very, very cool. That said, um, I know he would be very interested in doing more with you.
Nice. Yep, that would be dope. He's super talented, so I'm down.
Going to tell you he definitely does commission work. He's worked for Cyber Crew before. He's also going to be doing the official sprite sheets for Interdimensional Samurai, is one of my other collections. And me and him have a system that we're working out with that. Where basically I'm gonna sell an enhancement token and then send him the loops and tell him which NFT it is, and then he makes a sprite sheet. So it's really
Nice.
dope to work with. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
Most definitely, man. Anytime. It's always fun to chill, play Looper Lands, just kind of, talk and shoot the shit with the homies. You know what I mean?
Yep, most def.
Thanks for coming on, Wooch.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Pete.
Dude, it's great to have you. And by the way, our Smash Jam, to people that are holding the Daisy Smash Night NFT from the Jasmine campaign from last year. Smash Jam is coming out. I will be minting it. It's going to be in the Smash Night prizes collection. Um, so what I'm working on it right now with Kofit of Loopworms, and we are making the actual art for the Smash Jam NFT that will be delivered as that prize finally to everyone holding the daisy from the last Smash Night. And once we deliver that, that's when I'll feel ready to move on to the next Smash Night. Which, by the way, which I think what we should do, that can be a LayerUp podcast Smash Night. And what we could do, Wooch, is do our 1 versus 1 Rocket League and see
Yeah,
who
that'd be
wins.
fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yep.
All right, it's a plan. I'll figure it out and we'll put it together. Lots to
That's
do,
good.
but that will happen.
Right on.
All right, fire. So, Pete, do we have anything coming up in Looperlands we need to know about?
Um, as far as events go, we just released our ranged weapons, so that's not necessarily an event. Um, but we just released our ranged weapons. As you've seen, we had a lot of changes that have happened to the website recently. There is a new boss coming from Zinni that was meant to go in over the Valentine's Day break, but we had a lot of work to get ranged weapons in place. The dev team put in a lot of work getting all of that put together. So we got that in place, and now we will be adding this in. I think we're going to put it in the Mega Mag area for this one because he's got a NPC to go with it and a little bit of like storytelling and lore to go with this boss in game. So we will be adding that in. I need to get with Smiley on that. Outside
Yep.
of that,
So hold on a second. I don't know
go
about
ahead,
you,
Smiley.
but when you deliver your Valentine's late, right? You make someone mad. I think this boss is going to be extra mad.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, this is good because I need to write the dialogue for the NPC. So it can be like related to like a late, like you forgot me on Valentine's Day, like an angry girlfriend kind of thing, or so. Like this is good. I like where you're going with it, Smiley.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be dope. Low getting new bosses and everything like that.
Outside of that, I can't recall. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I don't have a list in front of me of anything coming up immediately. Smiley, do you have anything that people need to be looking out for in the near term, Looperlands
Uh,
wise?
Well, we're going to set up a cadence so that we have our regular raids. That's a predictable schedule that's good for our players. That works both for European players and Asian players and North American and South American players, and so like we're global. So we're going to get that going soon. But for right now, I can say that we're going to have a raid for sure in game. At least we're going to have 2 raids in the game this week, and I'll post the announcements in our Discord and on Twitter. So watch these spaces that you guys are in, and there'll be some daily the tickets that you can use for experience. I've got some really cool art assets that we got as gifts from Nickman to give out as prizes. And if any creators want to offer any promotions, reach out to Pete, and we can put them in red packets in game. We are currently doing something with was it? I'm trying to remember. Grunk, I forget the name. What's Smug Danger Cat? Infinity Realms. That's it.
Oh,
So
you
we're
nailed
doing
it.
a. Thank you. I mean, I played the bloody thing. I was just blanking. Anyway, so we've been doing cross metaverse stuff with all the L2 games out there that want to do stuff like that with us, whether it's Cyber Crew or Infinity Realms and what have not. So there's all sorts of stuff going on. But check our Discord and watch our Twitter for the announcements of our upcoming raids and future events.
Let's go. And Grunkle Nut, man, what do you have going on stream wise here in the near future?
Oh man, we'll be back again on Friday with Stella. It sounds like we got a lot of stuff to show her. I
How
don't
is her
know.
sprite sheet coming along?
You know, she's a lot better with the colors and her eye than I am. So hers is coming along great. I continue to keep changing everything I'm doing, but but it's been a good time. I will say though, she is stoked on the range weapons. So I think her staff that she is making is going to be, if she matches all the stuff up to the lore she's created, I'm talking pages and pages of lore. She has
I'm
it all
so
planned out.
excited.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
If you don't watch, you should watch. It's every Friday, right? That you and Stella stream.
Yeah, so we're every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific. We're spread out in the world. She's in Lima, Peru, so we make it work. But yeah, it's been a fun journey. I think we've done quite a few now, and I we're polar opposites in creation, so it it always ends up being a good time.
I'm excited to see where you go with your bricks.
She's pushing me down that route, and I've got quite a few ideas, so we'll see how those end up. But if anything, I think the weapons that I have planned out are going to be the funniest part. So it'll be a blast.
What are the weapons?
Well, you'll have to watch that one live. I got a couple ready to go that
Oh,
we're gonna
I made my first weapon this weekend that I've ever made for Looperlands. I made this weekend, and well, I used Bitcorn, so I used Pixel Studio, and I used Bitcorn's Pixel Studio template. Learned how to export it as a sprite sheet, and man, it is a lifesaver and pretty easy to use. And I think if I can figure out, and maybe we can talk about it too, Grunk, but if I can figure out how to stream my iPad, um, I'll try to do just a tutorial of how to use Bitcorn's template for Pixel Studio, so that way people can do more pixel art on their phone or on an iPad or on the go, which I think is I mean, Bitcoin, for those that didn't attend that episode, Bitcoin does all of his work, and it's incredible pixel work, but he does all of it on his phone. It's wild. It's wild to me. All of that is done on his phone, but um, it can be done, and I think it could be valuable for people to learn how to use it. It's easy to use for both weapons and loopers, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard that he was doing all that on his phone, and I didn't believe it till he said it. So it was to get that confirmed was pretty shocking. The stuff he builds is insane.
Super dope. And Adam Hill, man, what do you have going on, man? Are we gonna get an onion here soon?
We'll see. Can't make any promises, but it's still a work in progress.
Yeah, either that or we can start doing some Demi stuff. I know we wanted to work on a boss, so I think that would be fun to do.
That would be a lot of fun to do.
Ooh. Yeah, if you're not feeling like onion inspired, um, work on a boss. That would be fun. So basically, the boss sprite sheet 64 by 64. Start there. Like it can be all sorts of different things depending on, you know, the talent you have helping with your map or what you go learn to do. But there are a lot of different things you could do with your boss. But start 64 by 64 sprite sheet, create some lore to go at like who does a demi hate, like who do the demis hate, like who's their big bad? Do you have lore there,
Creator.
Jimmy?
It's the creator guy.
Creator guy up and down. The creator guy is the big bad. You heard it here first. Yeah. So it would be
Creator guy.
yeah. So it's gonna be really fun. Like me and Adams talked about it a little bit, and we would actually like to do a collection of them, like called Creator Guys, and be able to work with some creators in the community and actually be able to, use either their likeness or maybe like their style or our take on their style, and then it'd be named after them and be able to go around. I think that'd be really fun.
That sounds incredible. Really, really cool idea. Sign me up.
But yeah, and then for me, don't have a whole lot going on right this second. We are working. I am working on mini demis, which will be companions for demis. My aim is to be able to airdrop to holders that already hold, be able to let them get something. I have to go ahead. I have to check a few things first before I can fully commit to it. But that's what I really want to do. Go ahead and airdrop to demis who already have them, and then put some up on LoopX to be able to be traded and stuff like that. I want to do like different traits other than just like the regular demi traits, because it's crazy that there's 741 demis and not a single one got full rainbow. Like none of them have more than 2 rainbow traits. And so I was like, damn, I really want to try to make sure I make one of those in this collection, but I'm going to use Maze to be able to generate my loopers and everything and bulk mint and test that out, and also do the airdrop. So I'm trying to do everything in one program that Cobham has made, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun to do too. So I'm working on artwork now, and once the artwork's done in the next few weeks, then I'll start teasing it a little bit. And then, of course, like we said earlier, map making is going on. GM the Prince is still working on his stuff. I have to send him out mob sprite sheets, so that way he can go ahead and integrate the NPCs in the game and then start messing around with it some. And other than that, we will be back with another show. We might have one Thursday or either next Thursday. I'm talking to a few different people and want to get Neighborhood Tales on. Also want to get the homie, Mr. Clown Man, chilling down there. Y'all know him in the L2 community as Mudblood Beer, aka the creator of Wag Me Wolves Club. He has been hanging out with some clowns as Sir Clown Capone and turning up over there and really helping that community kind of bring life back. And it's been a real cool thing that I've seen him do over there. And I wanted him to talk about the clowns, that community, what happened with their mint, and also just talk about what it's like being back and kind of hanging around L2 a little bit again. So we're definitely going to set that one up. And other than that, man, thank you everyone for tuning in week and week out. Wooch, thank you so much for coming on this week. Definitely appreciate it. Love your music. Can't wait for whatever's in the vault to come out the vault. Speaking of music that is dropping soon, everybody watch out for 74K. 74K is dropping his album that is produced by Infinite Music, aka Dumb Money, and that is going to be dropped in the next few days, I believe. You can already go ahead and pre like it on Spotify. He shared the link earlier today. Go check that out. I'm featured on the feature song, so that's really cool. So can't wait for y'all to hear that and see if I can still spit a little bit.
Is
Understand
there a
it.
date? Is there a date for that?
I believe it's the 22nd, but don't hold me to it. But in the next few days, that should be dropping. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, Seven. He goes off every single time.
He's been building up to this. I wanna see what it's like. I like the direction that I keep hearing about, and I'm very excited to hear it.
Yeah, I'm super honored to be able to work with him and to actually see his process some and how hard he works at it, working at his craft and how many times that things change. Like this song, where it started at was something completely different than where it ended, and so it's just really cool to kind of see that process from him. Also, I mean, Dumb Money slaps every single time. Like the dude don't miss. It's always gonna hit, whether he's working with Nancy, the real DMT, no matter who he's working with. Like it's gonna hit every single time. So super excited to hear the full album, because I've only heard pieces of it, but I can't wait to hear every single track and just play it on repeat for a while. And with that being said, let's go ahead and play it out. This was the LayerUp podcast in partnership with Loop Exchange. We were live in Looperlands. If you want to catch Wooch as being a mega alcoholic Nancy and wrecking everybody's shit for a little bit, definitely go up, look in the nest. There is a link to the YouTube channel where you can watch live in game and see it. Secondly, I did post up in the nest the episode with Inchworm. If you wanted to go back, listen to that one, and kind of hear some of his stuff as well too, that's definitely up there. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and get played out with some DRS by Wooch. It's an anthem, y'all.
The only way to combat it is DRS. circles in the air, put your circles in the air. DRS. Put your circles in the air, put your circles in the air. DRS. Let me see you put your circles in the air, put a circle in the air. DRS. And I need a DRS for the simple little fact that I need to have it in my name to ensure that it's true. And because I don't believe you, my layer 1 and 2 address intact authentication on every occasion. That's my dedication to you. I'm sick of them manipulating you, dude. Want you to know that I own it. If I make enough to retire, that's a bonus, yeah. Every single wallet out there is gonna have an NFT. I'm talking fundamentally. The world is turning digitally. And the risk is infinitely, yeah. Let's get it. I'm not tapping in, I'm not submitting. And you know it's always tomorrow until it's today. So I guess I'm just hodling it till I get paid. And I DRS, DRS, yeah, DRS, DRS that, DRS, DRS that, DRS. Put it in your name, put it in your name, come on. DRS, DRS that, DRS that thing, come on. DRS. Put the circles in the air, put the circles in the air. DRS. Let me see you put the circle in the air right now for me. DRS. Put the circle in the air, put a circle in the air. DRS. Yeah. And I really wanna have a guarantee, cause the world that I see in its anatomy is filled with counterfeits. Have some thoughts of your own. I wanna break the wheel on them with the throne. I bet the puppeteers really hear the song, because they really fear what is going on. And I believe it. We won't be defeated. I mean it. Repeat it. Breathe it. Receive it. Straight into your brain. Hear the music. Hear the DD. Feeling dedicated to the ones in the slums who become something. I'm zen as a monk. Debunk all the junk. They don't understand, so they call it dumb luck. Community strong. Got a cup. Fill it up. Think we get tired. It's a joke. That's a flunk. DRS. We don't give a fuck. What? Don't let the DRS fuzz deep inside of your mind to confuse you. I want ownership when exposure hits. I wanna know what I possess. I'm obsessed but stay zen to release the stress. I wanna fix this mess. Learn it, earn it, return it to how it should be. DRS. And I really need to get that. DRS. I'm trying to tell you, you need some
Shout out Adam. Shout out Pete and the Looperlands account somehow being in the same place at the same time. We don't know how it happens, but it does happen. It's a Spider-Man meme every single week with these two. Shout out Smiley Face. Shout out Derek J. Shout out Mud for pulling up. Shout out Sloppy Q. Shout out Chocolate Wasted. Shout out R3 Boogie. Shout out Jack Straw. Shout out EA. I'm guessing that sports is in the game. And shout out Fuck Shorts. That's what I'm going to call you, because you have middle finger up and shorts there. This is the Rougarou of Wall Street. I should have not tried to pronounce that. I should have just stuck with Fuck Shorts. But this has been the LayerUp podcast with this Whoosh Volume 2 live in Looperlands. Again, we're in partnership with Loop Exchange to show off their creators and what all they do for the community. Thank you again, everyone. We'll see y'all next week. Turn up.
Thank you, Turnt Man.
Every time, baby.